It's Week 7 of the National Football League, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Jags and the Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They run the option left with Lawrence.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action with Lawrence.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And you look at this Saints defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked #9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The Saints sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence going to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That pass caught by Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
Able to push his way through, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. The pass caught by Olave. And he's got a 1st first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw his car. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, here's Carr.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Carr to throw again. He's got Smith here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Carr going to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Jaguars, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.